Hi everyone. So as most of the app developers in the PKM space and in most other spaces are taking a bit of well-deserved time off, what I thought I would do this week is, as there's not many updates going on by the teams, is to have a look through various different apps and see what's happened in 2024 and possibly what they might be up to in 2025. So let's get to it. Let's look at Capacities first. So what they've introduced first and foremost was the offline mode. So that's coming along very nicely. So you can see content's been downloaded, media's been downloaded. You can get some statistics here. They do say it's experimental feature and it's under development, but from my experience and from my usage, I have not come across any issues as of yet. I know some users did have a few issues with media and especially images, but it's been few and far between, and on the whole, it's worked fantastically well. So well done to the Capacities team. And just while we're on this screen, one of the pitfalls is the auto backup, so automated backup. This has been planned for quite a while, and unfortunately it wasn't achieved in 2024. So hopefully it's something that can be done in 2025, so that we can just have a bit more security and safety on our notes that just get auto backed up in Markdown files and format direct to a place where we want it to be. So hopefully that's going to come soon. What they've also achieved this year was the tablet mode, or tablet mode, and they've basically released that to everyone. So the mobile and tablets are available to all, and they work very well, and I'll show a quick demo in a second. And recently they also did unlinked mentions. So what we'll do is we'll go here, and just a bit of a brief demo. Let's do a new place. Let's do Italy. We'll also add in a cover image from Unsplash. I'll just do this one. So there you go. So you can see it's very quick to use. And if I now go to the calendar to today, and if I just type Italy, what we should hopefully see is, if we go to Italy, unlinked mentions, there it is there, on today's date, planned a trip to Italy, it's not linked or anything, and then it's 8 other times as well. I guess it's mentioned in the broker by John Grisham. They must mention Italy somewhere. But you can see it's unlinked mentions. You can't, unfortunately for now, link them automatically. So to create them as a backlink, but hopefully that might be coming soon in 2025. And just to show you the difference, if I go to today and if I do this, the difference between the two is that one creates a backlink and the other one's just an unlinked mention. So it's there, the basics are there, so hopefully it's going to be something that can be introduced very soon. Just to link the unlinked mentions. What else did they do? They did some media handling, so it's got better references with media, better handling with all the media, YouTube videos, PDFs, etc. That's all better handled now. AMA, they did the first offsite and then AMA for the community, and they also just keep posting blog posts, updates, a what not next list, which was interesting for 2024. So just basically keeping the community up to date with what's going on and what's happening. And just to show you a quick demo of how it looks on the mobile, what we can do is, let's just bring this up here. If I go home. So that's it on the mobile. So you can see plan a trip to Italy. So it's here. And let's see if I can add some text. So you can see if I just put some text on the phone itself, it comes up automatically. So the syncing is very quick to do. And if we just go to the page, oops, I didn't mean to do that. If we just go here, go to places, Italy. So this is how the page would look on the phone itself. So you can see a nice clear image or the header, the content, whatever you put into it, some properties you can have. You can see the graph, and you also have the backlinks references. You do not have the unlinked references in this section for the time being, but again, maybe that's something that's coming in 2025. So other than that, there's one thing that is a little bit annoying, and I think a few of the community. So if you're in places or whichever object and you click new, and in fact you cancel your mind and you do esc or you click away, it will automatically create it. So you then need to go delete it if you don't want it to be created. So it'd be nice if there was a way that it would realize that, okay, I clicked new, changed my mind, I don't actually want it, click away, and it cancels it, but minor issue in the scheme of things. So that was Capacities, so well done to them for 2024. Lots of good things that they were able to achieve, and lots of exciting things, I'm sure, that are going to come up, and hopefully they're going to do what's planned in 2025 as a blog post, so keep a lookout for that one. We'll then let's do Remnote. Let's see what Remnote's been up to. So where's today? So Remnote, what they've done is they've basically done a lot with the AI capabilities. So for example, if I just take a reading list, which was one of the sample ones in Remnote, let me just do a wide layout so we can see the whole thing. You can now, similar to Capacities, you can do the same in Capacities, you can do the same in Notion and a few other apps. If you create a new property and you do AI autofill, that should hopefully just create a bit of a summary of what the book is about. And I think, I've not tried this, but if I do author, yep, and then I do the same thing, is it going to pull up the author? So you can see how it works. Just basically with the AI autofill, it brings in who the author is of these particular articles or books. So this was something that they worked on in 2024. They've also worked on making the app quicker, more stable, and it is a lot more stable than from what I've seen in the past. Also a lot less people saying what's going on with the app in the Discord. So they're certainly achieving those things. And they've also worked a lot on the SRS capabilities. So for example, if you're learning a language or something else, what you can do is you can generate flashcards from this column. So for example, if I just do flashcards and I want it two ways, and what I also want is, I'm just trying to remember, configure cards, I want opinion to be shown. Yeah. And then if I go to flashcards and practice, so you can see it's in the Chinese word. Okay, I need to know, I've obviously messed it up because it's now shown, but I need to know what it is. And okay, easily recalled. And again, what is this? Okay, so you can see how it works. You can then do exam preparation and a lot of other things as well. And in the same time, what you can do is you can change these to be type in answer. So that's that. So if you want even more, let's just do practice. Okay, I don't know what this one is, so we'll forget that one. This one is goodbye. I want it to be type in for all of them, so I just need to change this. And you can change it somehow. Type in answer. So that's some of the things that they've introduced. Obviously I forgot how to do the type in answer for the English section, but I might have not just done it enough. Yeah, okay, that was it. I just didn't go far enough. So, okay, then you can keep practicing and go to flashcards home. The flashcard dashboard has been improved considerably. So there's a lot here that you can see what you've done, how many you've forgotten, a bit of a summary, cards that you've still got to do, and then if you have different blocks or different categories, they will show underneath here, and then you can play around with them. And you can even actually show the cards themselves. If I go here, you can see the cards, how they are, and play around with them and see the full statistics in a bit of an Anki way of seeing the full deck. Other than that, offline mode and online mode is still available, so that's still as it is. And how it works as well on the phone, let's just do this quickly. So if I bring this here, so that's just today. So it's kind of instant across the devices. And what you can do is you can flashcards, practice today's cards, keep practicing. So you can see the same thing on the phone of if you're wanting to learn something or develop your understanding. It's a fantastic app because you can get the SRS capabilities already within the app itself, and you can see it works very well on the phone, just like it does on the desktop app and on the online app. The same thing you can do. So again, well done to Remnote as well. So they've achieved some great things. I'm looking forward to seeing what they can do in 2025. Next up, let's maybe do Logseq. Let me just close a few things. So Logseq, really, it's been all about the test, the DB version. And what we can see here is, if we go to Logseq, the last version was released April 23rd of 2024. So there's not much been happening on the desktop app itself, but where there's been a lot going on is in the DB version, which I've obviously clicked the wrong thing, but the DB version is being updated very frequently with significant updates going on, hourly, daily, weekly. So there's a lot of things going on with it. You can play around with it. So although it's not live yet, you can play around with it. Create new DB graph. So it's still online for the time being, but from maybe mid-January, there will be a desktop release app being issued or being made available. So we shall see how that works, although let's just wait and see until it's released. So you can see the DB version here, and you can play around with it with the node properties, tag properties, etc., etc. So that's coming along nicely. Different views as well, so you can have different things, table views, list views, gallery view. So there are a lot of things being implemented in Logseq in the DB version, but it just still needs a little bit more time to be done and to be released, because I still don't think you can do templates yet. Media was, not media, templates was, SRS is missing as well, the spaced repetition one. I don't think that is here anymore. Well, it's not here yet, and there was a few other things missing, although flashcards is there, so maybe I got it wrong. Maybe you can do flashcards. So there's things being added, let's put it that way, on a daily and weekly time frame. So also good luck to them in 2025. Hopefully they can manage to achieve the DB version, get it released, and hopefully it will bring in the performance improvements that everyone waits for, and also the stability in the syncing, in the general all-round app that's been wished for quite a while. And the thing that I was mentioning wasn't flashcards, it was plugins. So plugins are not yet available. So that's Logseq. So hopefully, as I say, they will be able to achieve what they would like. Tana's been an interesting one. So what we'll do is we'll just bring this down here. I didn't mean to do that. So they've obviously brought in price points, 14 for Pro, 8 for Plus. You do get a 14-day free trial, and there is a free version as well, although the free version is relatively limited. in terms of what you can do and in terms of the capabilities and the features that you have available, although they are under consideration by the team. So we shall see what comes out of that. The app, mobile app, is a work in process, let's say. iOS is well advanced, so that should be with editing capabilities relatively soon, I hope. So we can now open the notes, but we should be able to edit them and review them and play around with them as we would do on any other app. So that's hopefully coming. iOS app is not too far behind from what they said on the latest Ask Me Anything or Office Hours. So hopefully that's also going to be released relatively soon with editing capabilities. And what they did say is that the experience and the feedback that they're getting from the iOS app, they're already implementing within the Android app. So it should make it for a smooth experience. And if I remember right, mid-January, they're going to open it up to a closed small set of beta testers or alpha testers, and then from there, open it up more widely to more and more people. It works as expected. It's an outliner app. You've got super tags. You can do various different things. I won't go through what you can and can't do, but in terms of what they've achieved this year, stability. I think they've worked a lot on the back end of it. They've updated it, improved it, made it smoother, made it faster, more performant. So we should be able to see that when the Android and iOS app get released, and as well as they keep improving the desktop app. They've introduced more and more AI features and capabilities. They possibly will release a choose your own model. So for now, it's only limited to OpenAI, but from the preview, you might be able to choose Claude or Grok from X, or what was known as Twitter. The mobile app's being worked on, improvements all round. So hopefully in 2025, they're going to bring in the next most wanted improvement, which is offline mode. So for the time being, as soon as you disconnect, the whole app crashes or stops working and you can't do anything. Or if your network connectivity drops off for a second, you basically get a loading screen and you're stuck. So you cannot do anything with it. Let's see if I can show you. Well, I'm probably going to mess it up. So I just dropped off my network and immediately it stops working. Yes, okay, when I reconnect, it then comes back online. But I mean, every second or every moment the connection drops, it stops working. It's not ideal. So hopefully that's going to be planned for 2025 with a little bit of a offline mode. Even Notion announced that they have offline mode coming, so hopefully Tana can as well. That was Tana. Let's do Affine. So they've been working on a few things. Version 0.19 was released recently. And what this allows you to do, this was their end of year release with quite a lot of additions and improvements being brought in. As soon as this loads. So self-host via the desktop app, AI improvements, so there's a lot more quicker and better AI functionality. Workspace, so you can work with co-host it, or collaboration is going to be available. Toggle headings, menu improvements, backlinks. There's basically a lot of new things that have been added into Affine. What I really like about it is the canvas, or the what do they call it? This mode here. If I do a note here, oops. If I do that, and then go to infinite canvas, you see it comes up here. And then what I can also do is do various different framing, various different things within it. And then if I move, if I write something there, I can move it along, move it in here, as you would do with Miro and other apps as well. So you can do something similar with Affine in terms of the app itself. You can also do generate an image. I'm not sure this will work because I'm not. Oh, okay, because I don't have Affine AI available, but you can see what you can do. And then if you go back here, you can see the notes that you've done. It's got bidirectional links, folders, journals, etc. The lot, you name it, it's there. So that was Affine, and last but not least, let's have a quick look at Obsidian. So Obsidian, they've worked a lot on improving the speed of it, on the performance of it, getting it to load quicker, both on the desktop and the mobile version. And I'm hoping what they will work on next is, if I go here, multiplayer, not really interested. Personally, sync onboarding, not really interested, don't really know what it is. I mean, sync is quite easy to use. You just pay the fee and you get up and running, so I don't know why they need sync onboarding. But what I would really like is PDF annotation, so having the inbuilt PDF annotation working within PDFs automatically. For now, using PDF++, but it'd be nice if it was inbuilt. And this one here, dynamic views, is the one that I'm really looking forward to see how that will work and just make querying a lot easier than it currently is. In terms of the app itself and its capabilities with mobile, I don't find any issues. I know a few people have said it's very slow. I don't have that many plugins. Why can't I find Obsidian? So if I just do this, bring this down, add here. So you see, to me it's very fast, loads up very quickly. There's a bit of a lag sometimes, but I've not had any issues in terms of dealing with Obsidian itself. And in fact, what I did do is I did plan a trip within Obsidian. Let's see if I can find it quickly, just to show you how it looks. Let me just close this. Let me just close this. So these are some of the things, how it looks on the mobile. So we planned a trip to Tokyo. You can put the flights in and out, link it to the days note. You can then put the hotel wherever you're staying. You can link it with an embed of Google Maps, which you can play around with and see what's around. Get the weather, checklist, and then for the days that you're there, what we did was we planned it with various different things. So these are just embeds of different pages. So if I just delete that, it's just a link to a different page, just to show it, just so that you can see it on the mobile quickly. These are the things that we wanted to do and see, so you can see it quite quickly on the phone in a nice and easy way. So I find this a great app, and everything is synced end to end, and it's available on the desktop as just simple markdown files, and it's really just links with one thing to the other. And if I can show you here, let's see if I can show here. This is how the page would look on the desktop. Let me just close this because it's slowing everything down. So see the same sort of things, flights, hotels, the map, you can play around with it. Day 1, 2, 3, whatever you're there for. Obviously we were sad to leave. And you can see the images, the embeds and whatnot. And then you can just have different things of just a brief outline of what it is, so that when you visit it, you know what it is. How we achieve this, very simple. A few pages, bring in some images from online, a bit of a description using ChatGPT, and that was it. And then we just listed it out in orders that we wanted to go just based on what we were doing. So hopefully in 2025, what they will work on, as I say, is the dynamic views, just making it a little bit easier, and PDF annotation. The other ones, I've not found anything that I really need. Publish, I don't use. Mobile capture, I find it very quick already. And search results by relevance. Okay, that would be interesting as well, just to see what's going on with it. So that's it for this week. So hopefully you find that useful as a bit of a recap of what's been going on in 2024. And look forward to seeing you in 2025. So Happy New Year all. Thank you very much. Bye.